beep, please say your first and last name.
I love you, my gorgeous soulmate. Miss you and the kids.
After the beep, please say your first and last name.
I love you, my gorgeous soulmate. I miss you and the kids.
Thank you.
You have $6.35. This call will cost 21 cents per minute,
plus any applicable federal, state, and local taxes.
This call is subject to recording and monitoring. You may hear silence during the acceptance of your call. Please continue to hold. Hello, this is a free call from...
I love you, my sexy soulmate.
An inmate at
Medina County Jail.
This call is subject to recording and monitoring. To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, press 2.
If you would like to permanently block your number,
thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
I love you, my gorgeous soulmate.
I love you too.
What are you doing, beautiful?
I was writing you a letter.
You got the little ones asleep already?
Well, Mimi is. I think the boys are knocked out. We're all upstairs. And we're over there fidgeting with Tati because Tati won't stay still. I tap on her foot and said, let her lay right down.
Well, I got the motion filled out and signed it, and it's going in the box tomorrow. Well, it's going in the box tonight, so they'll get it tomorrow morning at 6 in the morning, and it'll be at the judge's chambers by 9 in the morning.
Okay.
And I'm going to fill another one out on probably Thursday. Well, I'm going to fill it out tomorrow night and have it mailed, in the mailbox again by Thursday morning. So I'm going to do 2 a week. 2 a week. So that way, you know what I mean? It gets through to her head. But guess what your hubby is doing?
What?
I drinking my wild cherry Pepsi like my baby. There's my gorgeous smile. And remember I told you I spent $1 to get in a little poker tournament and that? Well, I won $2, Miss Rodriguez. But I'm not gambling no more. But I spent $1 and gained $1, so I made $2. I said, well, they would be proud of me. I didn't lose it. I won it.
They said, as long as you made $2.
Right. The only thing that makes me mad, though, beautiful, is the bunkie I had. Tina's husband. His true colors came out today, and I'm very, very upset. Very, very mad, but I've been thinking of you and the kids and apologizing and praying. Here he owes quite a few people here in this pod, my pod, East Pod, and he went to West Pod today. He's got everybody coming up to me talking about, hey, Mick said, because he owes me to come collect it from you. I said, what? He's like, yeah. A couple of dudes like, yeah. He owes us some coffee, and he told me to come get it from you, that you'll pay us. I said, I'm not paying you guys nothing. I don't owe you nothing. I'm not paying you nothing. Period. That's the deal that you made with Mick, not me.
Right.
But can you believe that, though? Like, I just...
That's crazy.
Taking kindness for weakness. You see what I'm saying, Miss Rodriguez?
Right.
And that really, 2 or 3 people already came up to me, babe. And I just looked at them like, are you serious? And I just talked to him through the door, because right now they're all out outside. We're not allowed outside no more the rest of the night. And I bring it to his attention. He was like, oh, well, I just figured you would look out for me. I said, no, bro. What do you mean? Like, what do I look like sitting here supplying you? And it has no beneficial thing to me. If you were my brother, like blood brother, or my brother-in-law, that'd be a different story. But, dude, I just met you, and you're making all these bets and making all these, bills, and you're sending people to me? Like, that's not right, bro. Not right at all. My wife didn't have to get a hold of your wife. My wife didn't have to text and call and find out information, and you're taking my kindness for weakness now, dude. He's like, no, never that, Rodriguez, never that. I said, that is what it is. And, no, I'm not paying your debts.
Right.
I would have called you sooner, but I just got back from church.
Oh, no, that's okay. You gave me enough time to lay the little one, so.
And remember how I told you I had 78 at the end of the last phone call?
Mhm.
Well, I bought a $10 phone card, and that's what we're on now. So I got 68 on my book still. 68, like 68, 80 or something like that, because I had sent the $10 phone card for tonight. You know what I mean?
Right.
But tomorrow I'm going to do a $5 card in the morning and a $5 card at night, and chirp you during the day.
Right.
But when I talk to you in the morning, if you feel like you want me to talk to you during the day, I got no problem calling you, Miss Rodriguez. You're my strength. You're my soulmate. And always remember that, okay?
Always will.
And I was thinking, too, like, I can hold off on the pizza, babe. Like, I really don't want a pizza or a burger. Like, you giving me the hygiene pack and the rock and ramen and the money on the books. Like, I don't need a pizza. Like, to me, I felt guilty. Like, when I was at church, you know, and there was a husband and wife. They've been married 52 years, and, you know, it's a Catholic service. And they were like, oh, you know, why do you feel guilty? I said, because here my wife is, you know, with my kids outside all by herself. And, you know, the gentleman, his name is Tony. Guess what the wife's name was?
What?
Kathy.
I was just about to say, please don't say Kathy.
But, you know, and I told him, like, you know, I just feel guilty. Like, here I am, you know, my wife blessed me with money on the phone time and blessed me with the 2 eye care packs, and she's always got money on the phone. And she was like, don't feel guilty. Like, that's your wife. Like, that's your soulmate, right? I said, that's my best friend, my soulmate. Like, I was put on this earth for her. And Tony was like, wow, that's a blessing. Like, don't ever think like you're depriving your wife and kids, because your wife, being your queen and your soulmate, she knows how much she can handle as far as putting on your books and what to get for you. She knows her and the kids have to come first at this time of need, because you are in jail. You do get provided for. She knows what she's doing. If she says she can do it, don't take it to feel bad. They said take it as a blessing and know that your wife loves you. That's why she's doing it. And I just want to tell you thank you. Like, I love you to death. And there is no me without you and the kids.
Love you to death, too.
You really did like your tattoo that I'm getting of you, babe?
Mhm.
And I figured out how I'm going to do it. You know how I got the heart shape on my chest from this tattoo? It's going to be a giant rose. The whole inside of where this tattoo is going to be filled in with the rose, like yours is. And then I'm going to have the rest of the tattoo that I had made go around it. You know what I mean? So that way you'll never see that bitch's name ever again on me. And then that back one, I already figured out what I'm going to do with the back one, too. But that's a surprise. I can't tell you yet. Damn, I love that smile right there, Miss Rodriguez. Did you really like the motion that I had that little dude write up for me?
Yeah, that was very good.
Did it sound sincere? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and he was surprised. He was like, wow, man, you could tell your wife really loves you. And I looked at him, I said, why you say that? He was like, man, most dudes' wives say they're going to do something, and then they make an excuse that they couldn't get around to it, or they forgot, or they couldn't find it. He was like, but God, man, your wife is on it. He was like, you even told her, what, an hour or two went by, and then next thing you know, hold on, babe, I got the number. I got the doctor's number, and I got the boss's number. He was like, that is really, really touching to me. He was like, I wish I had that. And I just looked at him and said, well, thank you, sir. He was like, you can tell you're a family man, and she loves her husband, and you guys are a good family. He was like, now we just got to get you home to him, right? And I said, yes. He said, well, I wrote this one for you. You copied it, put it in the mail, and said, whenever you want to do another one, we'll do another one. I said, well, I got four motions. You know, one's filled out, so I got 3 more. He was like, so what, you want to do 2 a week? And I was like, yeah. He was like, that's fine. He was like, we'll do 2 a week. He was like, I'll tell you what, man, you already paid me for the 2 motions. Don't worry about paying me. And I was like, no, sir. I said, my wife wouldn't respect me if I did. I said, I'll hook you up with some more coffee, but don't even worry about it. He was like, oh, Rodriguez. He was like, you're about the only one, man, that makes sure he pays his debts. He was like, and I can tell you're a good man. He said, that's why I told you, just hook me up with some coffee. And he was like, God bless you. You hooked me up with a lot of coffee. He was like, and I did the motion. He was like, now you want to do another one, 2 a week. And I'm telling you, you don't have to pay me no more. And you're telling me, no, I'm still going to pay you. He was like, bro, I really appreciate that. I said, man, God bless you. Thank you. Anything that's going to help me get faster, closer to my wife and kids, I'm all for it, sir. He was like, God bless you, bro. I really hope that she reads this and the bailiff goes and calls and confirm it all. He's like, and I pray that she lets you out, bro. You're one of these dudes that do not belong in jail. I love you.
Mark said, ew.
Casaquita, Bofita, Velveeta. They said, I don't know how to say all that.
Right. No, she heard you.
Oh, yeah?
She said Larissa.
Oh, no, she did. Portia.
She said,
Tell her.
no, she did, Larissa.
Tell her, haha, I'm drinking pop and she's not.
He said, haha, he's the fucking in up. She said, yes, I am.
She's supposed to say, yes, I is.
Okay, Mimi. That's how Mimi says it.
Right.
Especially when Mars goes and says, you're not my favorite. She says, yes, I am. Yes, I is. She'll turn around and look at her and say, yes, I is.
Don't tell Marmar yet, but I want to adopt her. I want to be, you know what I mean, her dad. And I know I am, but I want the adoption papers. And that's my goal. All my kids are going to have me on their birth certificate.
I can love you.
I love you.
I love you.
What do you think of a name if it's a boy? Christopher J. Rodriguez. I was really, set on that. Huh?
You really want another Christopher?
It would be our Christopher. I was really wanting to name this one a third or a second or whatever, however you do it. But then I got to thinking, like, nah, I pay tribute to one, you know what I mean, and respects to another, Christopher J. Do you know what I mean, though? I mean, between me and you, do you understand what I'm meaning by that? Christopher J. Rodriguez. It wouldn't spell out nothing else. It would just be a Christopher J. Rodriguez. No, well, does it mean John? Does it mean Jonathan? Does it mean Jack? It's just Christopher J.
Right, but I'll get that other 120.
No. I got a better idea. But I'll disclose that at a later date and time when I'm face to face with my wife. Scratch Christopher J. But J is going to be the middle name for sure.
She goes, as long as I know, and then she tells me, and she'll write it off if I get out of there.
I love you, gorgeous.
In the past, she told me before, just don't ever call me. I don't care about
You know how when you drink pop, after you ain't drank pop in a while, you get that big air bubble in your chest? Hey.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Now I can. I couldn't hear you a minute ago.
Oh, no wonder you didn't answer me.
What did you say?
I kept saying, we don't want to name the Christopher Wood. For simple fact, because we don't want him thinking what Cassie said is right.
Well, it's not up to him, and it's not up to her. Okay, this is me and you. And then be quite honest with you, I don't give a damn what Kathy says or thinks. And if he feels a certain type of way, I'm his dad, you're his mom. He can come talk to us. Because if I wanted to name him Christopher Michael Rodriguez III, I have that right to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean...
We can still name him Michael Christopher.
No, because then I don't want her to sit But see, my whole thing is if I don't do it the way I want to, see, that's Kathy's way of trying to manipulate what we're going to name our child. And I refuse to let her have any control over that.
Right.
And like I said, if I want, because I already had my junior, this one will be the third. Christopher Michael Rodriguez the third.
You have
There's
1
nothing
minute
wrong
left.
with that. There's nothing wrong with that, beautiful. She's not going to control us and tell us what we can and cannot do. And she's not going to use our son as a crutch to be able to win that argument. It will not happen. You're my soulmate. Whatever me and you decide, I back 100,000%. But I refuse to just sit here and say, oh, well, yeah, because Kathy got the point. Fuck that bitch. She has no control over me and you. I love you. It just said 1 minute. I'm going to call you again before lockdown, okay? Do you hear me, beautiful? Now I can. I love you. Did you hear what I said or no?
Yeah, I heard you.
Okay. But don't worry, I will call you back before lockdown. But I'm going to let you, kick it with Marmar, get Tati to
Thank you
sleep.
for using.
I love you.
Goodbye.
After the beep, please say United States.
United States. I love you, beautiful.
Thank you.
You have $1.18. This call will cost 21 cents
Per
minute.
plus any applicable federal, state, and local taxes.
This call is subject to recording and monitoring. You may hear silence during the acceptance of your call. Please continue to hold. Hello, this is a free call from
I love you, my sexy soulmate.
an inmate at
Medina County Jail.
This call is subject to recording and monitoring. To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, press 2.
If you would like to permanently block your number from receipt,
Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
I love you, sexy.
Hello?
I'm bothering you, am I?
No.
Okay, because I called and I went to voicemail, so I didn't know if you were on the other line or something.
Oh, no. I don't know if it was somebody from in there or it was just somebody asking for, or got the wrong number, asking for a Freddie.
Huh?
I don't know. I told them they had the wrong number.
I just seen Mr. Burier.
Yeah, what'd he say?
You know why I was violated?
Huh.
Had nothing to do with fucking me making payments. Had nothing to do with me having a job. All I had to do with this bitch out there said I fucking missed an appointment.
She told you to call since you was going up there anyway.
Exactly, beautiful. And she
Did you tell him that?
Yeah, and I gave him. I had the Sergeant Hatton, the one that gave me the phone call last weekend. I told him, I was like, Mr. Hatton, my bag number's 146. I really, really, really need you to go get this card for me, please, sir. I don't have time to type you guys and then get an answer for tomorrow. I go to sentencing tomorrow. My lawyer's here now. He was like, what am I looking for? I said, my bond officer's card with her name, Connie Brown. I said, I have two of them. One of them has dates written on them. He was like, okay. Hey, when I showed the fucking public defender that, well, Mr. Hatton gave it to him, and he told me, Mr. Burier told me, he was like, if you have proof that she fucked up and not you, he said, we have a smoking gun to go in there with Miss Timber tomorrow. On top of your wife making payments for you, and on top of you having a new job, he was like, and you have this. He was like, we have proof that you were doing everything you were supposed to. And if they ask why you didn't make October's payment, Your Honor, you locked them up before he could make it a payment.
Right.
It has it right on the card, babe, in Miss Brown's handwriting. October 11th, call. October 25th, in person. And she wrote out the report that I was supposed to come out there October 8th. He read it to me. I was like, really? He was like, yeah. He was like, they said that you didn't take the piss test. He was like, but that's not mentioned in here. What's mentioned is that you failed to tell her about you quitting a job and starting another job and that you missed an appointment. And I was like, are you serious? I was like, sir, when I came to see her on October 25th, the person I'm working with is my little cousin. He's the one that took me out here. That's the business card my wife had. And he was like, really? Interesting. He was like, well, can you get me that card? He said, if you can't get it to me today, take it to court with you tomorrow. And when Sergeant Hatton gave him that card, babe, he gave me thumbs up and started smiling. And he even told me, if you can get me that card before I leave, now I have something to go back to Miss Kindler today and tell her, hey, Your Honor, this bond officer's got it all wrong. You know, maybe she's got too many people, you know, on her cases, you know, caseload. But she told my client to call October 11th, and she told my client to come in October 25th. He did that.
Right.
She messed up on her dates, not him.
Yeah. You have 1 minute left.
I love you, gorgeous. I just wanted to tell you that. I'll fill you in with the rest of it when we talk later tonight. He said that they still could send me to prison, but he doubts that's going to happen because the new law says all nonviolent felony boys and fires can't go to prison no more. He said if they do, as soon as they get me down there, they release me. And I was like, well, I don't want to go to prison. Fuck that. He said, I know, Mr. Rodriguez. Our goal is to get you to go home with probation. That's what you want, right? I was like, yes, sir. I want to go home tomorrow with probation. He said, and I told him that I'm going to go in there and tell her, look, Your Honor, I'm sorry, I made a mistake, but I promise you, if you give me a chance, I can guarantee tomorrow I'll never make another mistake. He said, you say that, let me handle the rest. He said, we'll get you out of there tomorrow.
Right, because I already got the money order and everything. Already picked up and mailed out. Love you too.
Then you just relax, and I'll call you later, okay? If you want to answer whatever after dinner, after 6.
Thank you for using Securus. Goodbye.
After the beep, please say United States.
United States.
Thank you.
You have $4.79. This call will cost 21 cents per minute,
plus any applicable federal, state, and local taxes.
This call is subject to recording and monitoring. You may hear silence during the acceptance of your call. Please continue to hold. Hello, this is a free call from
I love you, my sexy soulmate.
An inmate at
Medina County Jail.
This call is subject to recording and monitoring. To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, press 2. Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
I was right, baby, exactly to the T.
What?
$4.77 left for this phone call.
It was funny because me and I was laughing.
Why?
Called and I picked up the call, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything sounded so low except when they said, you got to come from Medina County Jail. Major, they said Medina County Jail so low. I'm like, damn. The rest of the message wasn't so loud.
Tell my baby girl, Daddy might have found a way to get out. I might get out before Christmas. I'm praying.
Daddy might have found a way to get out. You said you're going to break out?
Hell no. Then Daddy will get 25 years for that.
Then he'll get 25 years for that.
No, but tomorrow I got to go see the lawyer that comes here, the legal research people, and they're going to have me all the printout for the child support laws. And then they're going to help me file another motion or two concerning, you know, how to get out. You know what I mean? I gotta fill out a request for my docket to see if they actually are going to give me another court date to go back in front of her to get a sentence reduction, or if they denied me. Either or, I'm going tomorrow. It'll probably be, I think around 2, between 1 and 2 in the afternoon tomorrow, that I got to go see them lawyers that come to the jail and help the inmates. And if they tell me after I give them, because I got a docket, babe. Remember how I told you I got the proof that in 2013 I went to jail for 6 months for a certain amount of money?
Right.
Well, I have that proof in my folder, in my bunk. And I'm going to take that to the legal research people tomorrow. So when they show me the laws for child support, I can show them, like, hey, I already did this much time for this $30,000. And then they're going to fill out the motion, like help me fill out the motions, and then I'm going to write, you know, in my handwriting what to say. You know what I mean? After they tell me what to say. And then once I file them motions, the judge has no choice but to take me back in front of her. You know what I mean?
No third-party calls are allowed.
You still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, stupid ass shit. But as soon
Right.
as they look at that docket and they say, yeah, Mr. Rodriguez, it was a conflict of interest, Mr. Barbera can't be a prosecutor and a public defender, that's strike one. Strike two, yes, Mr. Rodriguez, you did 6 months in jail over the 30,000. You should only be in jail over the 13,000, which is only 30 days in jail. Boom. Okay, let's file these motions so I get the fuck out of here.
Right.
Because all I'm needing, just like they told me last time, all I'm needing is to write down the proof. And if they say, okay, well, under Ohio Revised Code, section blah, 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 article blah, 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 it says you cannot go to jail for this crime if you already did the jail time for that crime. You know, they can't use it in this case. And if that's the case, I can file a motion like, hey, you guys violated my constitutional rights. You charged me double jeopardy. I had already did this much time in front of your husband's courtroom, Miss Kimbler. Like, then I could be rude to the bitch. You know what I mean? Because then her hands are tied. That bitch can't run her mouth no more. Ho, you fucked up. Your prosecutor fucked up. Y'all fucked up all the way around. And that's what I'm praying for. I'm praying that they get there and they look at everything I bring them and they say, you know what, you got a case. You can win. Fill out your motion and say this, this, and this, and put this in there and say that in there, and then turn it in, and I'll be out before Thanksgiving.
Right.
Because what I learned from a couple of those deputies in here and from what they told me in the legal research, if everything they said that they told me is true and me bringing them paperwork and showing them and proving to them that I'm not lying, I'm telling the truth, babe, do you realize I filed the motion tomorrow, okay? The courts are closed tomorrow, so they won't get it until Monday. But as soon as that bitch walks in the courtroom Monday in her office and she sees my motion and they help me word it the way it's supposed to be worded, I'll be in court next week.
No third-party calls are allowed.
You there?
Yeah.
But if everything goes the way I'm praying it goes, I'll be in court next week. I can go free next week. Like, they have to get me in front of them. It ain't like they can, oh, we'll get to that next month. Because then I can sue them for wrongful imprisonment, and that's $1,500 a day, babe. They would have to pay us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And shit, go ahead and pay me $1,500 a day. Times that by 30, shit, that's $4,500. No, I'm lying. That's $45,000. $1,500 a day times 30 days, that's $45,000 they would have to pay us. You know what I would tell them? You know exactly what I would tell Medina County, babe? I would tell them, keep that money. Give me back my fucking license and give me my son. Now, bitches. For real. Because if I only owe $43,000 and they owe me $45,000, I'm like, keep the whole goddamn thing, bitch, right now. Give me my license back. Give me my son back. And oh, by the way, tell Kathy, get fucked. For real, because then I can go get me a good-ass job with my license, making $15, $16 an hour, beautiful. You know, I ain't never had a parking ticket or nothing in my name, ever. I've never had a parking ticket or nothing, babe. So when they go to rip up my license, they're going to be like, damn, it was suspended for child support, but you ain't got no tickets, no nothing, no violations. I'm like, yeah, I ain't got shit. I'm a good driver. Give me a job.
Look, Sylvester hear the rat.
Huh?
Sylvester over there checking out the rat.
That's good.
He's steadily right there by the vent in this little hallway. He sees the rat.
I love you, my gorgeous soulmate.
I love you, too.
I miss you.
Thank you.
Did you look up that song?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Your panties get wet? And my pee-pee got hard. So there's my sexy smile. I love you. Oh, and I dogged the shit out of Mick through the door, too, beautiful. When we were able to go outside. Oh, real quick. If you ever try to come out and see me, okay, I guess they changed the fucking rules here. You can only bring one child with you. You can't bring Mimi and Bubba, you know, like we were trying to do before. They said you can only bring one child. It could be one adult, one child. And I was like, fuck. But if you do decide to come, You know, and if Car asks you, hey, what day could you come visit, I always put you and one of the kids on. It don't have to be anybody in specific. It's, you know, it just says, you know, Larissa Rodriguez plus child. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it's every Saturday from 1 in the afternoon to 1:30, beautiful. That's the only day that I put you on there because I'm looking at the schedule. Sunday is from 6 p.m. to 6:30, and I don't want you in car driving in the dark. Fridays are from 9 p.m. to 9:30. I don't want y'all driving in the dark. So the only day I would, you know, want you guys to come out would be Saturday in the afternoon from 1 to 1:30. You know, especially with it being snowy and rainy, you know what I mean? But if you guys wanted to come out, anyone in the days, you just let me know and I'll put you on the list.
Okay.
But this CEO's an asshole. Mr. Beatty is his name. He told me I gotta get off the phone.
No, he's dying to get a hold of that rat.
I'm about to jump to say bye, but say bye to my kid. I love you, gorgeous. I'll call you in the morning, okay?
I love you.
I miss you, beautiful. Sleep with angels on your pillows. I'll talk to you in the morning, beautiful. Give the babies a kiss for me, please.
I will.
All right, I love you, my sexy husband, my sexy wife. Oh, shit. Mwah.
Love you.
I love you too, gorgeous.
Good night.
Good night, beautiful. Bye, baby. I love you.
Love you.
Bye, Mama. Daddy loves you. Good night.
After the beep, please say your first and last name.
I love you, my gorgeous soulmate.
Thank you.
You have $9.88. This call will cost 21 cents
Per
minute.
plus any applicable federal, state, and local taxes.
This call is subject to recording and monitoring. You may hear silence during the acceptance of your call. Please continue to hold. Hello, this is a free call from
I love you, my sexy soulmate.
an inmate at
Medina County Jail.
This call is subject to recording and monitoring. To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, press 2.
If you would like to permanently block your number from receiving calls from this facility, press
6. To accept this free call, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
I'm my gorgeous soulmate.
Hi.
I love you.
I love you.
What are you doing?
About to start dinner.
What's the baby doing?
Boo-boo's napping. Mimi's napping. Bubba and Marley's upstairs.
Well, the letter I'm sending out tonight that'll be mailed out tomorrow is going to be the one that has the tattoo with all the kids' names on it that I want to get. They took my dude out of here and they moved him to the hole and then to a different pod because he got caught making alcohol. You hear me?
But they moved him to a different pod?
Well, first he's going to the hole, and then they're going to move him to a different pod after he's done with the hole. I miss you.
I miss you too. I was wiping down the walls and stuff. Get your dirty feet off of there. I just cleaned it. Yeah, to teach Mr. Boo Boo lesson.
Yeah, do what?
To teach Mr. Boo Boo lesson. This boy cusses more than anybody else in this house.
Who, Boo Boo?
Mhm.
Start putting soap in his mouth.
I just did. I did not that long ago. Put him in the corner, and after he got done, you best believe he didn't say nothing. He was quiet as can be.
Well, I gave that dude I was telling you about, Spook, I gave him the number, and told him I'll hit him up when he gets out. And I guess his cousin stays over by our house. Because when I told him my family ladies in Detroit, he was like, shit, I'll pop up. I was like, huh? He was like, well, I'll pop up, see what you're doing. I said, well, don't do that until I get home, because my wife ain't going to answer the door, my nigga. He was like, for real? I was like, yeah, nigga, that's just the respect we got. You know what I mean? So if you show up, you know, talking about where's Rodriguez, it's Chris Rodriguez here. I said, you probably need to go and answer the door on you, my nigga.
Well, probably ain't going to answer at all. Dude across the street over here came over and came knocking on the door. The one from the second building, I guess.
Which one?
The one from
the gay dude?
Building?
No, I know that. Is it the one that tried talking to you and Mar, or is it my homie?
No, the one that was across the street that I told you about, me and Mar.
The one that tried talking to you and Mar?
Yeah, that came over. Remember, I told you he came over before?
Yeah,
I didn't open the door, though. I didn't speak to the little window because I heard somebody knocking, but the nail person was coming up to the porch.
Yeah.
And I just kind of like peeked out to the window. I was like, I ain't even seen all that.
And what he said, nothing?
No, I didn't open the door.
That's my wife. I love you, Sexy.
I just peeked, and that was it. See who was knocking the door? Not important.
That's what I told Spook. I was like, bro, he was like, damn, your girl A1. I was like, that's not my girl, that's my wife, my soulmate. I said, that's the same respect, go both ways. You know what I'm saying? If a female come knocking on the door, I don't give a fuck who it is. It can be her sister. I'm not answering the door until my wife get home. I'm going to let her handle that. He was like, I feel it, though. I respect it. I was like, so I'm just letting you know, my nigga, like, don't even bother coming to the house until I call you when I get out. He was like, no, that's cool, my nigga. He was like, I ain't trying to, you my nigga. I was like, no, I'm not saying you would come over trying to holler at my girl or nothing. I said, but if that was to ever happen, I'm telling you, she wouldn't even open the door for you, my nigga. She'd just sit there and wait until I get home, and then if you ever came back through, then it'd be a different story. He was like, oh, that's what's up. Gave me a hug, you know what I mean? Gave me his number, and he was like, man, God bless you, bro. He was like, I'm sorry. What?
Bubba went to the basement, and I knew because I heard the rat in the heater vent again.
Mm-hmm.
And Bubba went down to the basement, and he said, I see the freaking rat.
Hell no. I love you, my sexy soulmate.
I love you too, my sexy soulmate. Was it a big one or a little one?
Uh-oh, I got to get off the phone. They're doing a shakedown on us, babe.
Really?
Yep. I got to get off the phone.
Later.
I'll probably wait till, I'll call you back here in a second because we had 988 at the beginning of this phone call. Right. So I'll call you back and let you know what I mean, what's going on afterwards. But I'm going to save the rest for later tonight. I love you.
Love you.
Love you, my sexy soulmate. Talk to you in a little bit.
I love you too, my sexy soulmate. I'll see you in a bit. All right.
Bye, my beautiful wife. I love you.
The caller has hung up.
After the beep, please say your first and last name.
I love you, my gorgeous soulmate.
Thank you.
You have 40 cents. This call will cost 21 cents per minute,
plus any applicable federal, state, and local taxes.
This call is subject to recording and monitoring. You may hear silence during the acceptance of your call. Please continue to hold. Hello, this is a free call from
I love you, my sexy soulmate.
An inmate at
Medina County Jail.
This call is subject to recording and monitoring. To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, press 2. If you would like, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now. You have 1 minute left.
I didn't know I had 40 cents. I just wanted to tell you I love you, gorgeous.
I love you too.
It just said we had 1 minute. I didn't know I had 40 cents, or I'd have been called you. But I love you, I'm always thinking of you, okay?
No, I'm thinking of you too.
Me and you forever.
I love you, always and forever.
I got another letter envelope drawn out with me and you. It says, Chris loves Larissa forever. And I want that tattoo on me as well.
No, okay.
So I found 2 of them that are going to cover these 2 plus my kids one. So I love you, okay?
I love you too.
I love you too, buddy.
That's Tati.
I love you too, Tati. Daddy's princess.
Daddy said he loves you too. Everybody says they love and miss you.
Thank you for using
I love
Securus.
you.
Goodbye.